Yay! Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm so thrilled you are here with us. I am Mikki, and I am a co-founder of Conscious Life Collective. I'm so thrilled to have you. Today we are so I don't know, this full moon of Taurus and the moon going into Scorpio is just, like, I don't know, I feel so amazing right now. I don't know if you all saw the sky that I posted this morning as the sun was rising. It was beautiful. So I'm so excited to have Michael Ocher with us this morning, this afternoon, transitioned in a minute. And Julia, would you please help us to introduce Michael?
Yes, absolutely. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Julia Bernatsky. I'm the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective and the founder of Untamed Hearts. And yes, the moon was unreal yesterday. I was watching it. I was taking a picture of it, and there were hundreds of people like standing along the skyline across the Hudson River and watching the moon yesterday. Very special, very powerful. And Michael, welcome.
Thank
Michael,
you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Mikki.
Yeah,
Thank you, Julia.
you're a little bit frozen, so I'm not sure if
Oh, is it working?
your picture is frozen. But let me introduce Michael. Michael is
Okay.
a spiritual teacher and a Kabbalah teacher, and he is much more than that. He is also his expertise is around astrology and excuse me, excuse me. So his expertise is around astrology. We always run to him with questions about that and about dreams and about removing limiting beliefs. And he is a theta healer. So Michael comes from the space of energy, spirituality, and very deep wisdom of Kabbalah. And he's going to share with us today. We're going to have a conversation about this time, about the full moon. And the full moon, it's the full moon of Taurus, but the moon is in Scorpio.
Yes.
So the two powerful energies are meeting together, and we are all affected by it one way or another. The two opposite signs, and it's a super moon at the same time. So Michael, it's all yours. Let's talk about that. What should we know?
Thank you. Thank you, Mikki. Thank you, Julia. Welcome, everyone. And welcome to this amazing connection to a very special day, like we just heard that today's a very special day because the moon is full, meaning the moon has a cycle of 28 days. It goes from rebirth to fullness to smallness and then to full again, etc. And it's a repetitive cycle. And the moon is very connected to our emotions. The moon is very connected to how we feel, what's happening in our internal world, in our insights, and we can use this time to know what we can accomplish, what we can be aware of, how can use this time to grow, how can we use this time to ascend to a higher level, to evolve. And like Julia mentioned, we're in a month of Taurus, the steady, the constant sign, the fixed sign, the very earthly energy, very grounded. And the moon, as it's being in its fullness, it's beautiful. It's called the pink moon, full super moon, pink super full moon. And it's in a sign of Scorpio. Very opposing signs, and yet at the same time very compatible. They're kind of friends. They like each other. It's a very competitive, Taurus and Scorpio are very competitive signs. Water sign and an earth sign. They complement each other. They're both fixed signs, meaning they're very strong, very connected, very fixed and oriented on their goals, on their beliefs, on the way they are. They're very fixed, meaning strong also. And the one theme that's very present today, definitely it's very emotional. I mean, the Scorpio is one of the most emotional signs, one of the most extreme signs of the zodiac. Very black and white. There is no gray. It's good or bad. It's life or death. It's yes or no. it's love or hate. It's a very intense sign. Are we gonna feel it? Most likely. I'm personally feeling it. The emotions are raging strong. The emotions are very intense. Is it a good thing? It depends on how you look at it. Everything is relative. There is no good or bad really in our reality. Everything is how we label it. Everything is how we see it. Everything is how we want to see it. Um, it's one thing that we always want to remember, that we have always have a free will to choose how we feel, what we experience, what is happening in. It is not. Uh, we're not slaves to the emotions. We're not slaves to what's happening. We all have the power and the freedom to choose. They actually recreate. Uh, I apologize with the internet. I'm switching to turning off my Wi-Fi. Hopefully, you can hear me now. Um,
I hear you now, Michael. Yes.
yeah, okay, okay. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
be off my Wi-Fi. So it's a very intense moon. Again, emotions are very intense. Anyone that has anything in their chart that has Scorpio in it, either a Scorpio or moon in Scorpio, rising Scorpio, anything to do with Scorpio will always be very intense. On one side, it's we can look at it as a bad thing, right? Intensity is not so good. However, it can be also very good. How can we make it good? How can we have a great experience? How can we grow in this time? How can we use this time to take our emotional intelligence, our emotional level to the next level? How can we benefit from this? How can we connect to others deeper, better, and stronger? Is it possible? Yes, this is all possible. Now, the two signs, so these two energies, imagine these two strong energies, the energy of Taurus and the energy of Scorpio are raging supreme right now. They are very strong. This is the energy that's being broadcasted onto our universe, onto our planet, especially right now, onto humanity. We always want to remember, why do we look at the moon? Because look at the tides. The tides are controlled by the moon, and the waters are controlled by the moon. And we, as we know, I said this before, we are at least 60%, 65% water. So we're definitely influenced by this energy. So the two signs, the sign of Taurus and the sign of Scorpio, have one very strong theme for both of them, which is the theme of letting go. The theme of letting go and moving on. Neither one of the signs are easy or love to let go of things. They like to hold on. They like to control. They like to own. They like to possess. They like to have in their domain. They like to own. It's theirs. Um, it's a very elevated state for a Taurus or a Scorpio to say it's easy for me to let go. It's easy for me to let go of a situation, a person, a belief, a feeling, etc. However, letting go is probably one of the top emotional states that you can achieve. Being in a state of letting go, being able to easily let go of any emotion, any belief, any person, any circumstance, letting go. It's much easier and much more beneficial than we think. And this time, the moon and the sun and the universe is telling us one thing. For me personally, it would be, Michael, let it go. Let go. It's easy. Let go. You don't have to keep the things that don't serve you anymore, especially. Let them go. Let the person go. Let the emotion go. Let the situation go. Let the people go. Let the belief go. Let it go. So, one repetitive theme, one repetitive energy that we can focus on, that we can ask the universe, the creator, God, whatever you believe in, to help you amplify, to help you make stronger in this time, is the ability to fully let go, to fully release, fully say, you know what? It's not serving me and I want to let it go. I'm ready. I am committed. I am better than that. I deserve more. I deserve better. I deserve the positive. I deserve the best. I deserve the best things in life. And in order for me to receive them, I have to clean out my vessel, clean out my consciousness from the things that don't serve me anymore. So the ability, when we commit to that fully, when we fully download this ability to let go, our life will be completely different. Our life will be completely lighter, completely more elevated, easier, joyful, and more glorious. So the theme that we do want to focus on today, and I think till tomorrow, while the moon is still will still be in the sign, is this ability of easily, smoothly, with joy, with happiness, letting go, not with resentment, not with spite, not with regret, not with revenge or anything, but simply to forgive and to let go. So that's one theme that is very strong today. Uh, hopefully, we'll have time to do a meditation to download this ability to let go. And the other one is both signs have a slight issue with forgiveness. They are not the most forgiving sign. Neither Taurus or Scorpio easily forgives. They like to hold on to hurts, to pains, to situations, to, again, hold on, right? Not letting go. But the letting go and forgiveness go hand in hand. When you're able to forgive yourself, when you're able to forgive others, when you're able to forgive a situation, when you're able to forgive the universe, the creator, for whatever it is that you experience, your life will be much lighter, much easier, much lighter, much happier, on a very different vibration. So the universe is asking, are you ready to let go? Are you ready to move on? And we want to say yes. You want to say yes. I want to say yes. We are ready to let go. We are letting go. We are forgiving. We are generous. We are generous with our love. We're not holding on to it. We're not calculating. We're not calculating how much we give, how much we got from a person. We're being in a state of more of unconditional giving and unconditional love. So now letting go, what what our false beliefs will tell us is when you let go, oh, the universe, how do we make sure that the person learns their lessons? How do we, they deserve stuff. They don't deserve me forgiving them. They don't deserve me being nice to them. However, how would you like to be treated? Ask yourself. Would you like to be treated with harsh judgment and with strict rules and with like constantly being in a school where you get parented and where you get called upon and kind of like constantly on top of you, telling you what's wrong, telling you what you did wrong? Or would you like a loving, kind support energy, forgiving energy, calming, pink energy? Pink is compassion. Pink is forgiveness. Pink is kindness. Pink is more of creator's energy, actually, one of the highest vibrations of energy. Compassion. The energy of compassion is the color of pink. So that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on compassion, on forgiveness, on letting go, on being kind, or being generous, on being forgiving, on letting go, on understanding that we do not want to be the judge or the policeman on the universe. We don't want to be that. There's no need for anyone, the creator, the God, light, whatever you want to call it. He does not need policemen. He does not need judges. There's plenty of judges and policemen in this world already, in the universe. And the problem is when we connect to that energy, when we start to be judges, we start to be judged more. We start to be prosecuted more. So it's cause and effect. The more energy, the kind of energy I put out, that energy will come back to me. So you want to project kindness, you want to project compassion, you want to project forgiveness, you want to project letting go, you want to project forgiveness, right? Because we all want to be forgiven. We want to be in a state where we easily are forgiven for what we did. When we hold on to a situation or a belief that we need to be prosecuted or judged, etc. We're just bringing more and more of that energy. And that's not the energy that's true. That's actually energy of false, of things that will not serve us. So one main theme, the two main themes that we really want to focus on is letting go, having an easy, smooth, relaxed way of letting things go, of whatever it is, emotions, people, situations, expectations, and forgiveness. To fully forgive, to completely let go of your need to prosecute, to teach, to judge, to go after people and to make sure that they'll get what they deserve. No, that's not true. That's not what we want to do. We want to be in total forgiveness, in total letting go. So these are the two themes that we want to focus on. The more we practice this, the happier we're going to be, right? We always want to remember we're not doing this to good people, to be good people. Like my teacher Rob Berg used to say, I'm not doing spirituality because it's morally correct. I'm doing it because that's what's going to bring more happiness, more joy, more love, more abundance into my life. So those are some of the themes.
Thank you, Michael. This is so great. And I love this thing that it's so easy to like, I always like to visualize things. And my visuals here is like, I don't want to be policeman of the universe. And I don't want the universe
Yes,
to be policeman towards me.
exactly,
Right?
exactly.
So I would say that this is such a powerful vision. Like you don't want to put yourself in the position when you're a policeman and when you're executing, because this is exactly what's coming back to us. Somebody's going to be policing and executing us. So, Michael, I have a question. When
Yes.
you say forgive, I know we don't have like a whole hour for a class about it, but just a very practical, quick reminders. How do we forgive?
That's a very good question.
Like if
Um,
do a
yeah,
quick like something to remember when that feeling of holding to that grudge or to that painful memory comes, what can we use to just let go of it as like a trigger in a way, like trigger to let go?
it's an amazing question, $1 million question. I think what can help, there's a few things that can help, and two things that came to me. First one is to understand that everything happens for the good. No matter what, we want to understand that everything happens for a good. Even if you don't see the reason, even if you don't understand how, in the big picture of things, in the what do I mean big picture? There is two ways to look at the situation. There is a way to look at the situation immediately, what's happening right now, and then there's a bigger picture, meaning that situation might bring a lot of positivity to me eventually. So Kabbalists teach that even if I don't understand, and this situation to me looks very difficult, looks very unpleasant, looks very harsh, and not right, and not just, etc., so forth. I want to understand that actually, eventually, this situation will bring me tremendous amount of blessings in my life. That's
Mm.
the that's what I want to understand. That's what big picture means. So we want to understand that even if somebody hurt us, even if we did something wrong, even if we did something wrong, eventually that will bring us to positivity. That will bring us to light. So that's why we don't want to be like we said, we don't want to be the policeman, right? We want to be in a state of forgiveness. So that's one. Another great thought is my teacher used to say, Robert used to say, fake it till you make it. And forgiveness is something that you can practice even if you don't fully feel it. Even if you don't fully feel like you're forgiving, you can still say, I forgive you. Forgive me and I forgive you. We want to close the ties. We want to cut ties with people who are not, with anyone actually. We want to have only positive ties, right? That's what we want. We want more light, more positivity, more love, more connection. And we will have that when we let go of negative ties. So even just saying it, I forgive you, For some people, it actually might be hard to even verbalize. So that's already a step. Say it. I forgive you. I hope you forgive me and forgive me as well. So just saying them is already good, or even thinking and meditating them is already a step forward to being in that state of forgiveness. You know, it's also want to remember that the creator in all the writings is written that the universe is compassionate and forgiving, right? So if we want to be closer to the light, if we want to be closer to the creator, we want to emanate and mimic the same kind of qualities that the creator has. So if we want to be closer to the creator, we want to be compassionate and we want to be forgiving.
Thank you, Michael. And I just want to add one more thing that is just
Yes.
very strong right now coming in. Um, I practice it myself. I read it. I forgot the name of the book. I have to look it up. But I read it a number of years ago. Like, three of the most powerful things to say is thank you, please forgive me, and I love you.
Yes.
And so even if you don't say it to a person, asking forgiveness from another person allows you to forgive them. So even if you don't say it to anybody in the world, just say it to yourself inside of yourself to change the energy. This is what creates a shift of energy. Just keep repeating, just try it. I promise it's magical. Thank you. Please forgive me. And I love you. And just keep saying it to yourself and watch how energy shifts and how that other person, without hearing those words, changes the behavior.
Completely. It's actually, Julia, it comes from a Hawaiian practice. Honolulu.
Yes, that's
I forget. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it exactly.
I didn't
But
want to
yes,
hear it. Yes.
yes. But it's actually also if I remember correctly, it's four things. It's thank you, forgive me, I love you, and thank you. No, we said thank you. But anyway, I think what you said is also is good enough. Thank you, I love you, forgive me. You know, those are great already. And actually, I heard the order doesn't even matter so much. So don't worry about the order, guys. Just have that.
Whatever, however it applies to you at that moment. And I have been,
Exactly.
I'm sorry. They said, I'm sorry. This
Oh,
person,
that's right. Yes.
I'm sorry. The please forgive me is I'm sorry. So, um,
No, but you're
yes,
right. It's so I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you.
yes, beautiful. And we're gonna look it up because this is so powerful. We can talk about
Yeah.
it for another time. But it's really good right now. Whatever you're dealing with, if you cannot pronounce it, or even if you can, this internal work changes the energy not only for you, but also for another person you're speaking to in your own space internally.
Yes.
So, thank you so much, Michael. Do we have a few minutes for a
Yes,
meditation?
definitely. Let's utilize this incredible energy. Let's download all this incredible light, compassion, forgiveness, letting go on all levels of our existence. Let's do a quick meditation. Um, you want to close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths with your abdomen. As you breathe in light, breathe in ease, breathe in joy, breathe in kindness, and breathe out any heaviness, any resentment, any regret, any harshness. Breathe it out. And I want you to be very present in where you are. Feel the chair you're on, feel your clothes, feel your skin. Acknowledge and understand all the emotions that are in your body right now, in your soul, in your consciousness. Be fully respectful of what is happening to you right now. Respect the process, respect the emotions. Be in full respect of everything that's happening to you. And then I want you to start to fill your consciousness with light. Transform everything into light, to simple, simple light. beautiful energy, relaxing, soothing, and you want to feel it. Imagine being surrounded by warm, welcoming, soft light. It can be even slightly pink in the beginning, like a pink cloud. And then you want to be in total light, pearl-like, beautiful light. And I want you to imagine that you integrate and kind of melt into this energy and become totally one with it. Totally one with this energy of light, energy of beauty, energy of compassion. And the first thing I want you to realize is have the awe of how incredible the Creator is, how incredible the universe is. This endless being, endless energy that just constantly giving us, constantly providing us with everything we need. I have this incredible appreciation, gratitude, and thankfulness for what we have. And imagine yourself observing this beautiful full moon, this beaming moon with slightly pink energy, and realize that nothing in this world is only physical, everything is metaphysical, everything is ethereal, everything is spiritual. Nothing is just what it is, what it appears to be, and everything is what it appears to be, both at the same time. And let's imagine all the situations in our life that are holding us down, that we feel are so important right now. We make them a little bit bigger than they are. We amplify them. We make them, as these two signs like to do, a little bit more dramatic. And realize that actually they're much easier, much lighter, much simpler, much more accomplishable than what we perceive them to be. And just observe it. Just realize it. Wow, this is actually much easier than I thought. I'm so much stronger. I have so much support, so much assistance, so much kindness around me, so much compassion to help me get through this. And if you want this download to know what it means and what it feels like, that you are bigger than any situation in your life, that you know how to let go of anything in your life, that you know how to go through life with ease, joy, and glory, say yes. And I want you to amplify yourself. Be this big being that you truly are. Be the bigger person. Be bigger than the situation. Realize how tiny the situation is in the spectrum of time, spectrum of your life, spectrum of existence. And appreciate that you always have the ability to move on. You always have the ability to let go. You always have the ability to grow. Always have the ability to expand, to elevate. And as a witness, as an observer, see that you are bigger, you are better, you are greater, and you're constantly getting better and better. And realize that just by looking at the situation with a different perspective will allow you to change it, will allow you to go to your next level, will allow you to be more elevated. Take a deep breath and just intake all this glorious energy. connect to the version of you that's beyond the situation, that's beyond this conflict, that's beyond this limitation. And as a grown, wise person, full of wisdom, full of love, full of compassion, full of kindness and courage, look at it and realize, wow, I was so much better. I am so much better. I am so much stronger, so much more elevated, so much more connected. Nothing really limits me. Nothing prevents me from growing. I'm constantly growing. I'm constantly elevating. I'm constantly supported by the Creator. I and the Creator are one. There's no separation. I have all of Creator's energy, ability, strength, and power at my hands at all times. Imagine everyone on this planet experiencing this. Imagine the people that we might not have, that we do have the warmest feeling towards. Imagine everyone on this planet being above the situation they're in, not being influenced, not being limited, not being controlled by any of their situations in life, by understanding everything will work out. As sayings from King Solomon says, everything will pass, even this. Let's send this energy, this light of wisdom, this light of compassion, kindness, courage, and unconditional love to everyone in our fields, everyone in our circles. People that we dislike sometimes actually need it the most. Let's send it to them as well. And let's make a decision that we will be the bigger person. We will be the one that brings calm, serenity, ease, lightness into every situation. We commit to not allow anything be bigger than us. Be like the mountains, like the sun, like the universe that is always standing, consistent, giving, no matter what. And let's say this meditation together to the entire world and to ourselves. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I love you. And thank you. And again, I want to make sure we're in a state of an observer. If you want to know what it means and what it feels like to be an observer, to be a witness to any situation, every situation in your life, say yes. And bring all this energy to you, download it into your body, download it into your heart. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in every aspect of your being. Feel it in every aspect of your body. Project it. Our heart is the emotional center. It's the true subconscious mind of our body and soul. So bring all this energy to your heart. Make sure it goes from your heart to your entire body. And when you're ready, rinse yourself in light. Rinse yourself in water if you want, in a beautiful spring. Fuel yourself with this light energy. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
Thank you so much, Michael. It was a beautiful, very needed connection.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Mikki.
Thank you. And I heard
Agree.
something. I'm just going to end today with something that I heard this Saturday from Monica, who is our teacher, our spiritual teacher, and a beautiful person. And she said one phrase that never leaves me since that day. She said, a lot of people are trying to be more spiritual. It's all good, but what we really need to do, we need to love more. Just love more instead of trying to be anything. So with love is we all know it, but love is one of the most powerful energies that exists, and it's higher and it overrides anything. So with that, love yourself. Give yourself a huge hug. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the new moon connection. And we will please share this broadcast with anybody who you think might benefit or enjoy it. And if you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel so that you can receive alerts about it. And thank you, Michael. Thank you, Mikki. And thank you, everyone who joined us. Sending you so much love.
Thank you. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Mikki. Have an amazing 2 weeks. See you very soon.